Hey, it's Patty, and I have a really quick card for you today. It says Hugs and Kisses. It's just a background that I made with the stamp, and then I put some of the label, lots of label cutouts from the dies and layered that, and I put some glimmering dots and a heart on it. So um, let's get started. The stamp set, oh, I'm sorry, it's right in front of me. Lovely Inside Out. It has some cool things. It has some big words and little words that go with it, and then just some design. So I took this one that kind of looks like a sun, and I stamped it in different colors. I used Fresh Fig, Powder Pink, and Tranquil Tide. And I stamped off on the Tranquil Tide and Fresh Fig because I didn't want it to be so dark. So you'll see what I mean on that. So we're going to start by stamping. I have the stamp mounted, and we're going to just go on Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to start with the powder pink. And I'm just going to randomly stamp it. And it's okay if it goes off of the page. So we'll just stamp it in just different areas, and then we'll fill in with the other colors. And I think that's good. And now I'm going to clean the stamp, and I know I haven't done this on film, I just, or on camera. If you're not familiar with some of the Stampin' Up! Products, I just wanted to highlight this. This is called the Stamping Scrub, and it's got two sides. There's little, I don't know if you can see it, little raindrops here for the wet side and a little sun here for the dry side. And what you do is you take the stamping mist and you just spray it. I wanted to kind of spray it away from my work area. Sorry, I went off camera there. And then what you do is you just, use the wet side and then the dry side, and it will clean your stamps. You could use baby wipes as well. I used baby wipes for years. So let's move on to the next color. I'm going to do Fresh Fig. And this one, it's very dark, and I didn't want it so dark. So I'm going to stamp it on paper. That's stamping off, and then on the cardstock. So each time I'm going to do it that way. And you have to always remember to do that. And I think, let me see if I can get one in here. Okay. Might be a lot of pinks. So I'll close this one up, and I'm going to just clean my stamp again. Wet side, dry side. And then we'll do the Tranquil Tide. And I have the card base is in Tranquil Tide, and then this layer is in Tranquil Tide as well. So again, this is a dark stamp, so I wanted to stamp it off. And we'll go right here. Stamp it off. Whoops. Stamp it off. And there. Okay, let me just, I kind of wish I had something in there, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be completely covered. Okay, so we've got that done. And actually, I'm going to leave the Tranquil Tide out. Let me just clean my stamp. And now I'm going to stamp, we'll just continue stamping my, my sentiment. So let me get that mounted. So I'm going to do the hugs, and you can see it got very dark because I had used it already on that, using that same ink, but that's okay. It's clean. It just sometimes gets stained a little bit. So we'll put that on here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp and stamp off because I don't want it that dark. And I'm going to go up toward the top and to the left a little bit. And then I will clean this. I'll do it off camera. Got a lot of stuff here. And we'll put this back, and then I'm going to get the and kisses part. And we'll mount that up. Same thing. I'm going to stamp off and then go right here. Okay, so we're done with our stamping. One more thing is I did put a little heart here. I went through my stamp sets to find a heart because I wanted to just have a heart for kisses. You can do that heart, or you can do, they have these glitter acrylic shapes. And I was kind of playing around with this. You can put this on as well. It's kind of cute, but I thought it was a little high for this card. There's a lot of dimension to it. So I'm going to stick with the stamp. And the stamp set that I used is Tabs for Everything, and it just had some hearts. So I'm going to just pull this, but a lot of stamp sets comes with hearts. So if you don't have this one, you can use any heart stamp, I would say. So let me just get rid of that stamp, and it's kind of a big block for this, but it's the only one I have. And I'm going to do this in powder pink. So just be careful not to get all the corners there. And we'll just put that right here. Okay, so we're done with our stamping now. All we have to do is put our layers together. So I have the card base and is Tranquil Tide to kind of pick up the Tranquil Tide in the card. And then we'll do these layers on top. Very, very quick card. Almost one layer. So let me put this down. I shouldn't say almost one layer, but it's the background is just very easy, and I think it makes the whole card. I wasn't sure when I got the stamp set what I thought of it, to be honest, but I thought this is really cute. And then I'm going to just layer this with Snail. Whoops. And put that down. That looks good. And then I did a couple of things here. So I have these glitter dots. These are the in color glitter dots. So I put one on each side. It almost looks like a brad or something. So let me just get these very kind of light pink. I'm going to go with the bigger size. It's got a little more pink in it. And just put that there. And put one on the other side. Oops, doesn't want to come up. So these are really neat. They're glimmery or shimmery, and they already have the glue on the back, so you just have to stick them down. And then the other thing I did was I took the heart, and I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little of this Wink of Stella on it, just to give it a little shine. So let me do that. And I just filled it in a little bit, and I figured the shine from the dots and then the shine from the Wink of Stella would work out good. And then all we have to do is put this on here. I'm just going to let that Wink of Stella dry for a second. And I used the dimensionals for this. Let me get those started. I'll hold it in the air. I just want to make sure the Wink of Stella dries. So I think I put probably a lot of dimensionals on this. I wanted to have it in each of those tabs, and then I did the bottom and a couple on the top. Probably don't need this many. And then one in the middle. I do like to put something in the middle because I don't want the middle to kind of bend in or sag. So let me just get the backs off of this. And I would put a piece of Whisper White cardstock on the inside of this 4 by 5 1/4, because it's such dark card base that you wouldn't be able to write on it. And then you could stamp a sentiment in there, and some more of these if you wanted. So let's see. Move this over here. Kind of place it in the center, and we're done. So these are the two cards. I don't know if you can see the shine on the heart and then the glimmering dots. I think it all ties in together. It's a very easy card. I really like the stamp set now that I've used it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.